Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Saturday night and I'm in. It's kind of a new thing as of recently. I haven't really been going out. Me at the ripe age of 21, not going out. I know, it's crazy. I turned 21 about 2 months ago. Yeah, in 2 months it'll be 2 days. You know, 222s, whatever. And oh my god, guys, look how pretty this is. Look, you see that glitter? So pretty. I was swatching, so I'm just gonna follow this makeup tutorial. Angela Bright, if you're watching this, you're an icon. She's doing this purple, pink, blue look, and I actually have this blue glitter I want to use. If you can see it there, it's so pretty. And I want to talk about life while I do this because I'll be honest with you guys, I talk to myself a lot. I talk to myself a lot because it's therapeutic, it helps me, whatever. So I figured I'm gonna put this on the internet and see where it goes. So I'm just gonna talk about life and we're just gonna get started. So I'm just gonna start by taking the Revolution, I don't know, I think it's the Jungle palette. I use this in all my videos. I'm take the Vacay super pink one and I'm just gonna put it on there as the base. I don't have concealer and I do need to buy some soon because in all the YouTube tutorials I've been watching, everyone does concealer and it's probably why their makeup looks better than mine. So I am 21. Now, when most people turn 21, best year of your life, and after 21 it's all downhill, yada yada yada. It's kind of what I've been hearing my whole life. And I'll be honest, I'm not loving being 21. I don't really feel like I'm having the time of my life. And a big reason for that is because I had a huge party phase from when I was, if I'm being honest, I started young. I had an older brother, so I was obviously drinking in high school, definitely high school, maybe a little bit before then, but we'll just say high school. And then I went to college and continued that. And in college though, I went to 2 different colleges. I went to Pitt Greensburg for my first semester nursing, hated it. I was going through a lot, which I always am. I feel like having a mental breakdown. Not as much, and I'm gonna get into that. I hated it, so then I went to West Virginia University, which is big party school, whatever. I'm pretty sure Barstool rated it one of the biggest party schools in the US. And I believe it. Some people love that shit. Literally drinking all the time. Literally, and it's every day. When I was on campus, literally I remember walking to class. This is pre-COVID. I remember walking to class and people would be day drinking on a Tuesday. I'm oh my god. But at the time, I thought that was so cool. I kind of fell into this, I guess culture of drinking a lot when I was living on campus at WVU. Was it fun at the time? Absolutely. But it affected me long term in the sense that I felt like I was constantly trying to prove myself. This is so pretty. Like, I would leave this how it is. I felt like I was constantly trying to prove myself. Like, it's literally, WVU is like middle school. I'm not even joking you. In some senses. Like, literally everyone, I'm sorry, but the Greek life scene is so, I'm gonna shut my window. The Greek life scene is so freaking childish. It is insane. And like, I'm not trying to offend anyone by saying this, but like, I'm so happy I'm not like really a part of it, and I kind of got out of there. Like, I haven't been on campus since fall 2020. And I kind of have like a lot of reasons for that. A big reason is because like it's just really expensive to be on campus. And then, I mean, we went online for COVID. And I mean, once you go online, it's like you don't need to be in person. Like, I mean, granted, unless you have like mandatory classes, but like literally you can do college online. I promise you, it's way freaking easier. I mean, everyone learns differently, but just my experience, it's easier. I mean, a lot of people cheat that way, but a lot of people cheat in person too, so just, you know, whatever. Back to what I'm trying to say is, I feel like I have kind of outgrown a lot of things people my age are passionate about. And that is going to bars and like a lot of drinking and partying. And don't get me wrong, I like to have fun here and there, but dang, like every weekend, the way I look at it is like I'm not really in school right now. Whatever, that's kind of like another story for another day. I'm not in school right now because I don't really know what the hell I want to do with my life. But I'm doing other stuff outside of school. Like, for example, I got my realtor's license. If you are in the Pittsburgh area, need a house sold, or you want to invest in real estate, hit me up. I will be your agent. Did that. I got a modeling contract. Through an agency in New York City. That's why my last video, I'll link it up here if you haven't seen it. I took a solo trip out there for a shoot. And yeah, like, what I'm saying is, instead of like drinking and partying every weekend, I feel like I want to actually like live life. Not just go to some dingy bar and get drunk. Not just go to my friend's house, play Pong and get drunk. It's like, I'm not trying to offend anyone, but I'm just like, there is so much more to life than that. I want to travel. I want to eat good food. I want to wear nice clothes. Like, I don't know. I just like, and it's so crazy to me. Like, some people, like, I remember adults saying like, these are the best years of your life. I'm just like, what? Like, going to frat parties, that's the best years of my life? Like, playing cup pong every weekend for like hours straight, that's the best years of my life? Like, who's like, not for me, bitch. Like, absolutely not. Now, when I left campus and did online school and came home, like, I just kind of felt a lot happier because I feel like I wasn't constantly trying to prove myself. Did I have some FOMO? Absolutely. Absolutely. I would look at Snapchats and be like, oh my God, you know, I miss going to football games and whatever. Even I have friends who are like graduating college now who are like so depressed about it. And I'm like, why? Like, I mean, I hate to say this, but it's just like my opinion. It's my channel, so I'm gonna say it. Like, you haven't even like fucking lived yet. Like, why? I don't know. Like, I mean, everyone has different preferences. But I'm just like, oh my god. Some people are just really attached to like the college lifestyle, you know? And I think a big thing is a lot of people have parents who can like financially lend them a hand or, you know, give them money to live off, or they, you know, they have parents that can like put them onto jobs and whatnot, and that's just not the case for everyone. I mean, you know, especially I'm really just speaking for myself here. I almost dropped this, that would have been bad. Which is why I think a lot of people, like, I think that's the people who say like those are the best years of your life, because some people are like very well taken care of by their families, and you know, their parents pay their rent for their apartments at this age, like if they're at school. I know a few of my friends that do that. And again, I'm not throwing shade, just not everyone has it like that. Which is why I hated being on campus, because I'm like I just don't want to, like, I was so broke, and like I feel like I just wasn't like living up to my full potential. I was just trying to like fake this, like have this like fake fairy tale life. Like, I'm happy and I'm learning so much and I'm making all these friends and I'm making all these memories and doing all this cool shit, when like, again, it like was kind of all for show in a sense. Not all for show, because I definitely do have really good memories from school and fun times, but like there was a lot of bad times as well. Which leads me to my next point. If you are someone who, like, let's say didn't go to like a 4-year university at post high school, and you stayed home and did community college, or you just went straight into the workforce, or you did military, or you're blue collar, whatever the case, I'm gonna like say this, like, you are not missing much. Like, literally, like I said, some people love, like, I guess the university experience. I watched Degrassi when I was younger, so I love calling college university. Some people love it, and it, like, again, but like those people normally have parents or like family that can like kind of take care of them while they're at school. They don't have to, like, okay, working while in college is literally insane. Like, some kids don't have to like do that. Whereas if you come from a family that, you know, maybe can't take care of you in that sense, it's a lot, like, it's a completely different experience, because, you know, you're on your own. My dad's calling me, hold on. Men. I could tell a whole story time right now. That's how, like, I'm so mad. Anyways, let me get back to what I was talking about. Like I said, you are not missing much. And I know I've seen like TikToks and stuff. I've been getting TikTok recently about like people like posting like frat parties and like crazy, like, you know, college experience shit. And then it shows like blue collar workers or like military people like going to work, and it's like it'll all be worth it someday. Like, basically saying, don't feel bad about not getting the college experience because like you did blue collar work or you went to the military. And I'll be honest, What's way freaking cooler to me is someone like actually building a future for themselves. And I've literally seen kids like I know someone at WVU right now who got 4 underages. Like, that is fucking ridiculous. Why? And this guy, like, easily one of the dumbest people I've ever met. I really don't even like him that much. Like, we were cool, but he's just so insanely dumb, and I'm sorry to go in on him right now, but it's just like an example of like what I mean about the types of people that are at schools like that. And I'm not shitting on like WVU, but I'm just like giving my experience. And I'm like so manic right now. That is so pretty. It's not focusing, but I feel like it's pretty. Like, I don't know, like, because I think at this age, like, I'm 21, I guess this video is probably directed towards people, like, post-high school. It's easy to feel lost, and it's easy to feel, like, alone, and I've definitely felt that way before. And, I mean, there's no right or wrong way to, like, do life after high school. I can't believe I just roasted that one guy I go to school with. I'm sorry if you're watching this, but you are an idiot. There's no right or wrong way to do life. Like that TikTok I saw, like, legit made me sad. I'm like, you know, like sometimes I wish, so at my high school, we had we had free, emphasis on free, because you don't hear that word a lot after high school. Everything costs money. The people in my apartment are being insane. We had free classes for like home ec, like if you, like culinary, not home ec, culinary. If you wanted to go to culinary school, you could take courses in the high school I went to get your like certification or degree in that. Cosmetology, construction work, Autobot, like my high school was really like good and like known for that, like the vocational tech stuff. And sometimes I wish I would have like done that, because this is no shade, but like I was taking like AP English, AP like science, AP like this and that, and it did nothing for me. Literally nothing. I mean, it probably looked good on like me getting into college, and I thought like academia was like the way for me. And I don't know. Learning a skill like that can make you money is literally awesome. Like, I mean, I'm just getting into makeup now, and I'm 21. If I would have did that in high school, the cosmetology courses, I'd be way ahead than where I am now. And that sucks to think, like, it's such a shitty feeling, like, looking back, be like, damn, like, I should have did this. Like, almost like a regret. I'll be honest with you guys. I literally regret going to WVU. It was, like, so dumb, and, like, I transferred there, and I just, like, why did I do that? Like, you ever just look back on, like, some like, random decision you made, and you're just like, why? What did I get out of that? What, like, it was just such a, like, waste of time, waste of money. That's just me. So that's, like, the college thing. Let's talk about dating now. Dating post-high school is insane. And it's so insane because a lot of people are kind of in this, like, hoe phase. And it's just, like, literally a joke to try and find someone who, like, takes you seriously and actually wants to get to know you. And I think another big reason why it's hard to date at like my age, like, dude, there's ants in my room. Like, there's literally one crawling up my wall right now. It's so nasty. I think a big reason why it's hard to date at my age, because, like I said, these are like the college years, whatever. Everyone's figuring themselves out career-wise, like, mentally you're like figuring yourself out, you're trying to like find your way and how you fit into like the adult world. Everyone's like trying to figure themselves out. So I think like it's kind of like a extra, I don't want to say burden, but like like you have like so many more responsibilities after high school, and I feel like the people, they like view it as like an unnecessary like responsibility. Like, I'm dealing with all this, whether it be school, like work, military, like, you know, a new endeavor I'm going, you know, a spiritual wake, whatever, you know, people go through at my age. Because there's so much, like, literally, like, this age is insane. I've never felt so just like all over the place. I mean, I don't know. It's good and it's bad because, you know, you're seeing what you like. It's kind of almost like scientist vibes because, at least like for me, I feel like I'm kind of like dabbling into a few different fields right now, which is fun, you know. I'm meeting a lot of people and stuff, but like I said, when it comes to dating, everyone's just kind of like, I have way too much going on with me, you have way too much going on with you, this is just too much. And if I'm being honest, I'm not going to say a lot of my friends do this, but a lot of people I know who are in relationships and dating, it's a shit show behind the scenes. And, you know, they use social media to make it look like it's perfect and they're, you know, lovey-dovey and whatever. But literally, I'm like, okay, he cheats on her regularly. She's toxic. They're both toxic. Whatever, like, you guys get the gist. Like, social media is such bullshit. Like, everyone just, and it kind of goes back to like what I said earlier of like kind of faking this life or like trying to make it seem like something that it's not. And a lot of people my age do that, which is why I date older. But that's just me. What do I know? I think it's really easy to get depressed in like your early 20s or like post high school because it's like, okay, your whole life you're being told what to do. You wake up, you go to school, after school you play a sport, you play the violin, you play the piano, you whatever, you have your hometown boyfriend or girlfriend, and then once you graduate, it's like all that is kind of gone. All that structure is gone, and you kind of have to start from scratch. But I mean, that's not the case with like everyone, because like I said earlier, some people have parents or like connections that, you know, they can get like high-end jobs without doing much. One of my good friends from college, I love him dearly, but like someone in his family is like pretty high up in like the business world, and he told me like he had internships in high school. I didn't have an internship till post high school. So this is an example of like someone being like ahead. he would have internships in high school, and he told me he never applied to one internship, and he had multiple of them. And then even like, he's my age, so he had internships after high school. He never applied to any of them because like his family member that was like high up in the business world would just get him an internship easily. But keep that in mind, because like on, like I said, social media, people want to paint this picture. Like, I feel like I'm so over, I'm sorry to say this, people being like, oh, I'm 19 years old and I'm a homeowner. I'm 20 years old and I own 5 businesses and yada, yada, yada. You don't know where those people are starting from, because like, let's say someone like my friend, yeah, that's, you know, he could go on social media and be like, you know, I've had 10 internships and I'm only 21. Well, you had those connections that you were like not born with, but like you have connections other people don't have, and you have resources other people don't have, and it's not like an even playing field for everyone. And I hate that people try and make it sound like it is, because it's just fucking not. I don't know. Honestly, my best advice to someone like your early 20s or someone post high school, just like stick yourself with good people and try to hang in there. I mean, I know it's not the advice everyone wants to hear. I think for this glitter, I'm just gonna use my finger. And that's another thing about surrounding yourself with good people. You will definitely run into a lot of not so great people post high school and even in your early 20s, because like I said, everyone's trying to figure themselves out. So a lot of people do dumbass shit during, you know, during that process of like trying to find yourself and whatnot. Ooh, this kind of looks good. Me being shocked that it looks good, because normally I'm not good at makeup. It's like, I'm getting better. Let me give myself credit. I'm getting better. But yeah, that's another thing I hate about the direction of like social media, is it's literally turning into people just bragging about themselves. And it's a difference between being like, oh, I did this and I'm working hard and we're back in business, ladies and gents. Do you see how pretty this is? I mean, the glitter is pretty. Is the application neat and nice? No. But we're gonna fix that. Anyways, let's get back to what I was talking about. Yeah, honestly, like, I learned at like such a young age, like, I know this is corny to say, but like, you really cannot believe everything you see, because behind closed doors, I'm gonna say 99% of the time, it's a different story. Or there's things you don't know, or there's details that are like left out, because no one's life is perfect, like literally. See, I think concealer would be like a good bet for this, because like, it's kind of like a sloppy application, and I don't really know how to like neatly put it on, because I literally use my finger. So yeah, I kind of like the half vibe. It's almost like smoky, except it's not, because, you know, I suck. I need to quit talking bad about myself, because it's kind of giving pick me. But yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing in the glitter on the other eye, so let's just do it. Hopefully this one's a little bit neater. Comparing yourself. I think it's so easy to compare yourself, you know, in the day of like social media. And I even find myself doing that. Like, one of my biggest insecurities, and I can't believe I'm about to like say this, is like my body. I work out so much just because like when I was little, I was bullied for being overweight. Fun fact, trauma dumping. That is so pretty. yeah, I was bullied for being overweight, so that's why like I started going to the gym. And I see guys who, I follow this one guy, literally like everyone follows him. He is like a fitness model and he's my age, and I'm like, dang, he's my age and he looks like that. Like what am I doing wrong? You know what I mean? So it's kind of easy to get down because it's like, dang, like I want to look like that, you know? But you just, I think, have to remember, like, you're on your own path, and I'm sure that guy, the fitness model guy, you know, stuff is probably different for him behind the scenes. You know, he probably has his own struggles, and I'm sure in a field like that, it's so easy to be compared. Even, you know, I just started in the modeling industry, and literally, let me tell you guys what happened when I went to New York for my shoot. So the day of my actual shoot, I was staying in Queens, and okay, the left eye looks a lot better. This is too like caked on compared to that one. Also, my eye's red from, I tried to do a smoky eye earlier and it didn't work out. I walked into my shoot and there was a guy, the model before me was like in there, like he was wrapping up his shoot, and I came a little bit early just because, you know, I was nervous about being late. So I walk in and the guy is like, his vibe was very like frat boy, like we were definitely the same age. He said he was college aged. I'm 21. I imagine he was like 20 or 21. And he was ripped. I'm talking like abs, like total six pack. And I'm not gonna lie, I was like, you know, listening to like all these hype songs on the subway, and then I get there and I see him, I'm like, damn, like his body looks better than mine. At least that's how I felt like at the time. I'm like, he like frick, like you know, he's probably gonna get more modeling jobs than me. He like, oh my god, like I just like I almost didn't want to be there, and I'm like, oh my god, like, and then I was getting my makeup done, and I didn't really like how the girl did my makeup, and then she like gelled my eyebrows down. I hated it, but I mean, the pictures I took looked amazing. I definitely don't have no six pack yet. Okay, my abs are, they're on their way. They might be a little bit late to the party, but they are coming. I was talking to my mom about it. She's like, Bobby, like, you can't compare yourself to other people. Like, comparison is the thief of joy. Like that boy, for example, we're probably gonna get booked for different things anyway. We look a lot different. We have two completely different vibes. I think I'm a little bit cuter, but it's like, I'm kidding. I literally almost had a mental breakdown over him. Individuality, and I'm gonna quote my girl Paris Hilton, individuality will save you. Be different so that you can market yourself, so that, you know, people can remember you. For example, people probably know me as, you know, the tall gay guy that wears makeup. Whatever, the tall model guy who wears cool outfits or whatever. Versus I'm probably not going to be remembered as the guy who doesn't have a six pack yet. Because that's like, who even thinks like that, really? And if people do think like that, F you, okay? Alright, you guys, this is the finished look. It's very Euphoria vibes, kind of. Kind of Britney, too. She did do a look like this, and she had a denim corset on back in the day. I don't know, but I really enjoyed this little chit chat we had. I feel like it was very informative. So yeah, if you want more videos like this in the future, like, comment, and subscribe. So we see you next time. Bye.